To get Linux running on your computer is to use it in a virtual system, which you can use alongside running your Windows Vista or XP or 7. You go to Oracle's VirtualBox website here, and you download the version of VirtualBox that's showing is available. Okay, click on that, and then you want to select Windows Host, because this is for all Windows versions. If you're running Apple, you do OS X. If you already got Linux, you can do it there, but I'm just going to show you how to do it with Windows. So you just click Windows Host, and it'll just start downloading. Now, again, I'm using Chrome, so it automatically downloads for me. Now, I've already got it installed, but here's the executable. So when you click on it, it's going to take you through a bunch of stuff here. I'm just going to go through it again. Yeah, you just go ahead and click next. Well, like I said, I already have it installed, so let me just go ahead and remove it. Yeah. Now, I might have removed all my installs, but it's no big deal. I can always put everything back in again. Okay, so finished. So I'm going to reinstall it. So you got to go through all these steps here. All this stuff here, just leave it the same. Just click next. Leave that the same. Click next. And warning, it's going to interrupt your network interface. So if you're downloading anything, it's going to interrupt it. So click next or click yes, and then ready to install. I usually don't like to watch install videos, so I'm going to just go ahead and go to the important stuff. Go ahead and click yeah. Okay, you go ahead and start it. I'll minimize this. Okay, now these are versions of Linux I already had installed, but I'm going to go through the whole step by step of how to install Manjaro. So I already have it on the computer. So you start up here where you say new, and you type in what you want to install. So I'm installing Manjaro. Now automatically it fills in Linux and then the type. I'm going to change this to other Linux 64-bit. Okay. Click next. Now, this is important here. The amount of memory that you have on your computer is going to affect how it's going to run. I highly recommend you putting at least half of what you have in your memory. So I have 8 gigs, so I'm going to go with 4 gig. So if you have 2 gig, make it 1 gig. Okay, it will help still with the stability of it running properly. Then click next. Everything else you're just going to keep clicking through. I'm not going to change any of this. Oh yeah, this is the other thing you want to change: file size. Typically, you want to run at least 20 gig on file size. So I'm going to make this round about. Let's see. Let's go down there. 22. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, because see, I have at least 2 terabytes, but I'm only going to use 22 gigs. So click create. All right, now it's powered off, so double click on it, get it to run. Okay, now right here, you have to click on this little box here, and you have to find that version of Linux. So I know I have it in this folder, Manjaro. Click there, I click my Manjaro, and then I click start. Okay, so what it's going to do now is going to load that ISO into it, and right away, now remember now, I'm running this within Windows, so I still have my Windows running. Okay, I can minimize it here. Yeah, see, my Windows is still running. So I can still do my Windows thing, but in the VirtualBox, I can run Linux inside of it. Now, I'm going to go all the way through as far as I can to see if I can get this thing to run online. So I'm gonna click boot Manjaro. Okay, so if I can get it to go here. Give me a second. Okay, I had to do the Control-Alt-Delete thing in order to get the mouse to come back. So I use the keyboard to select boot, then hit enter. Okay, and let it do its thing. Wait and see. Okay, it's running its loader, so loading all the information into the VirtualBox. Now remember, it's not changing your operating system. It's doing everything in the VirtualBox. So if I don't like it, I can show you how to just remove it and do a different version. And while that's going on, the mouse here, up here at the top, there's this message here. It tells you that the VirtualBox reports that it uses mouse pointer integration. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close that up. All right, here we go. Let me drag this over here in the middle. So it's in the middle. Here we got that welcome screen. We don't need to see this anymore. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close that up. How you close that up? Home box, maybe? Nope. Where's my solutions? Okay, let's give me right there. All right, there we go. All right, now in the VirtualBox, it automatically detects your network. So I believe if I just click on web browser, okay, should open up a web browser and I should be able to get online. All right, now remember, now I'm running within the VirtualBox. Okay, so it's booting that up. That looks good so far. Yep, I'm gonna close that, and I'm gonna create a new tab, and let's just type in world, hit enter, see what it comes up with. Yep, I'm online. Oh, right away it tells you got update packages available. Now, don't do updates because you didn't install it into the VirtualBox. You can do that. That'll be the next step. But right now, you can go ahead and run Linux, use it, get a feel to see if you want to keep it or not. If you want to install it, you go to the installer icon, which is right here. And there's another video I'll put up on how to do all that. But for right now, it's running. Now, let's say you click the X here. This will close it. It's going to ask you, do you want to save the state? That means as soon as you open it back up, it's going to come right back to the screen, which is what you want to do. So you click OK to save it. All right, it's going to take a little while to do its saving thing. We'll come back when that's done. Okay, so my version of Manjaro is saved, just like these other three. So if I was to click on one of these other ones, let's say I click on Ubuntu. Okay, I double click on that. It should open up Ubuntu in the save state, so it's gonna reload all that information back in. Now remember, now Ubuntu is another version of Linux, okay, but it looks like this. Okay, and I kind of like Ubuntu because it's kind of very typical layout like Windows. You have your icons here for getting on the web browser. Down here, I think there's other applications. Okay, you can type the search for applications. Okay, let's say you want to do, there's your LibreOffice. Now this is very similar to Microsoft Office. It comes installed with it. Let's see here. Yep, there you go. Looks very much like Microsoft Office. Was that? I don't know the name of it, but they call this Libreoffice Writer. Okay, you play around with this. You know, it has pretty much the same format, just that this is free, and I kind of like that. Okay, so that's it for installing Linux in a VirtualBox. Okay, and again, you know, if you just want to run Linux on your machine for a little bit and then go back to Windows, you can minimize this, do your Windows thing. Okay, I can open up my files here and do what I got to do here, and then I need to go back to Linux and do something. So I'll go down here, click on this, and now I'm in Linux.